Dr. Dale and Abby Crow. They live in.
Welcome to writing. As we begin practicing today, let's review our 4 P's. We want to make sure that we are using good posture, so we're sitting up nice and straight and tall without being too stiff. We've got our paper slanted in the correct direction, whether for right-handed or left-handed. We're going to remember that we're using good pencil position. Remember that we are pinching it with the first 2 fingers. We're tucking the rest of the fingers underneath and making sure that it's nice and pointed up as we're writing. So that's our pencil position. And then we're also writing with good pace, not too fast and not too slow. As we use our 4 P's and we practice them each day, that will help our writing to improve. Now we're going to take a look at letter H that we took a look at in our last lesson. Watch as he comes down. Then he'll come back up around. Once you reach that bottom line, you'll pick up your pencil, start right beside it, slant down, come up, back down, dip, and then cut through. Now for lowercase h, you'll start on the bottom line, loop up, swing to the left, come to the bottom line, come up halfway, and then finish with that neat tail for lowercase h. Now today, we're going to look at capital and lowercase I. As we do so, we'll notice that it looks like the waves in the ocean. So watch for the direction these waves are going and watch for the direction we're going to write this letter. We're going to start with capital letter I. Now the spot that it starts in is just underneath the half-size spot that we're using for 3/4 space. Then we'll go up, swing down to the bottom line, go up to 3/4 size loop, down to the bottom line, tail, and finish neatly. For lowercase I, we're starting on the bottom line. Come up, halfway, retrace, bottom line, tail, finish, but don't forget to dot the I to complete it with step 3. Watch as I do it on the chalkboard. Now the spot that you're going to start is just underneath that halfway spot. So you're going to have to watch carefully because it's underneath, then it comes up halfway, down, loop, down, and finish. Underneath that halfway line, up, point, loop, down, and finish. Get out your ocean, put your sailboat on your ocean, and you're going to sail on your water waves. While I write I, you do it on your hand. You're going to start under that 3/4 or that halfway line, up to halfway, then loop, down, tail, and finish. Again, up, down, loop, tail, and finish. One thing to watch is that you want a sharp point right here as you hit the top of that wave, and then you want a loop that comes down this direction, and then that tail finishes neatly. Now let's have Jimmy and Madison, you come practice at the chalkboard for us. We're going to do that capital I one more time. Find the starting spot for your sailboat in the ocean waves, and then we're going to come up, hit the top of that wave, come down, come around, loop, tail, and finish. Thank you, helpers. You may be seated. Oh, I love the sharp points that I see at the back of each of these eyes. Wonderfully done. We'll add a little bit more slant in with our eyes as we write and work to tilt them just a little bit. Now let's look at lowercase I. The boat is a little bit smaller. The waves aren't quite as high, so watch as I demonstrate lowercase I. We're going to start on the bottom line, come up halfway, retrace, come around, finish, and then dot the I to finish it. It's like making sure the sail on your sailboat is completely correct so it can catch the wind to sail properly. Now we're going to start on the bottom line, come up halfway, come around, tail, come up, check the sail, and you're done. Now get out your ocean, put your sailboat on the ocean, come practice for us Tyra and Jacob at the chalkboard while we do lowercase I together. Bottom line, halfway, down, come back and check the sail and dot your I. One more time. Bottom line, halfway, retrace, tail, dot, check the sail, and you're finished. Now let's check our writer's work at the chalkboard. Thank you, Jacob and Tyra. As we do lowercase I, one thing you'll want to really watch for is that retracing. I like that retracing here and the dotted I. We can make them a little bit smaller, so just a little bit shorter. And good slant, good retracing, good dot on those I's as well. So one thing you're going to watch for is that retracing, and then watch that slant as well with your eyes. Now let's take a look at the word April. I want you to watch the size of each of these letters and the slant. So we're starting here for your A. You'll make a nice loop, come around and close it, retrace. Then you'll come down, come up with a point. Then when you come down for the tail, you're going to loop to the right, that small bubble. Then you'll come around, sit, slant for your I. Watch that retracing. Come around with the loop for your L. Then when you finish, don't forget to go back and dot the I and check to finish. Make sure that sail is completely correct. Now, as we begin our writing page in just a moment, we're going to start with some warm-ups. As we do these warm-ups, the direction of the slant and the retracing will really help us as we do capital and lowercase I. So watch as I do and demonstrate these warm-ups. We're going to start on the bottom line. We'll come up almost 3/4 size, retrace, retrace, retrace. Watch that retracing, watch that slant as you're setting up the pattern and you finish. It's like those waves, but you're watching for that slant and that retracing. Again, you're working from your shoulder and from your elbow. So watch carefully for that direction as we do it. Now get your sailboat, put them in the air. You do it one time in the air to practice before we get to the paper. So watch carefully. I'm going to start. You do it in the air while I do it on the chalkboard. Bottom line, up, retrace back up, retrace back up, retrace back up, retrace, watch that slant, and finish. Now hands down. You're ready to begin your paper. Watch carefully for that slant and retracing. Students watching, you take your time as you practice on your paper as well.